Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. I know it has been almost over a year since I've uploaded, but again my dearest apologies. Like I've said, I've been busy with many things, and as well as that also thinking of content that you guys would actually enjoy watching. So in this video I'll be getting into an in-depth look into AI, or more sort of a part 2 to the previous AI video that I made about 2 years ago, I think. But anyways, before getting into the video, I hope you guys do make sure to like and subscribe. And so yeah, let's get into the video. So guys, I've explained what machine learning is already in the previous video, and now I would like to talk about the branches of machine learning. So let me break it down for you. It can be split into 3 main branches and 2 sub-branches. However, in this video I would only like to talk about the main branches, which are supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning has 2 main parts, which are classification and regression, while unsupervised has 3 parts, which are clustering, association rules and dimensionality reduction. Reinforcement learning is an interesting one. However, it has 1 part, but it can be associated to deep learning as well. Under classification, we use label data and use an algorithm to interpret that data. For example, the equation y equals mx plus c can be used to predict the linearity climb of a house price according to given data such as inflation and political situation. We call this algorithm linear regression. Then we have polynomial regression, which can take into account the curvature of the data. So far, that's a basic overview of supervised learning, and now under unsupervised learning we have clustering, where we use unlabeled data. Now you guys may be wondering, how are we going to classify unlabeled data? Well, we can classify them according to their similarities, which we call the K nearest neighbor algorithm. For association rules, a simple example is Netflix. The more shows you watch related to comedy, the more comedy shows you're going to get recommended to you. This is called the recommender system algorithm. There's 2 parts to this, which you have collaborative filtering and content-based filtering. Collaborative filtering uses rating by many users to recommend a show, while content-based filtering uses the rating of one viewer to recommend similar shows to that person. For dimensionality reduction, we have 2 main types, which are principal component analysis and singular value decomposition. Both these algorithms, in essence, are used to reduce the dimensions of a data from maybe 32 dimensions into usable 3 or 2 dimensions. Now for reinforcement learning, we have an AI that can actually learn from its environments. This is widely used in games such as Go and chess. I think you guys have seen a documentary where a professional Go player named Lee Sedol actually fought against an AI that was trained by Google's DeepMind team. This shows the capability of AI in games, and this is where reinforcement learning comes in play. We have an agent in an environment that takes an action which changes his state. The change of state can have an effect such as a reward or a penalty. This is called the Markov decision process policy. We have other algorithms too, such as Q-learning and value policy networks, which are under deep learning. And that's all for machine learning. Continuing on to deep learning, we have neural networks, which I have already explained in my previous video. There are 3 main types, which are artificial neural networks, convolutional neural networks, and recurrent neural networks. If you guys want a part 3 to the series, please get this video to 20 likes and I will actually explain in detail and their functions about all of these 3 networks. For now, the uses are that artificial neural networks can be used for predictions such as weather forecasting, and CNNs, convolutional neural networks, are used for image recognition, while recurrent neural networks are used for voice and speech recognition. That's a general overview of deep learning, and finally I'd like to talk about generative adversarial networks, or more known as GANs or GANs. These GANs are used for everything such as image generation and voice or music generation. Based on the current trend of AI, I think if we don't keep up with the latest developments, we definitely should be worried about AI. Otherwise, it all should be good. I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.